Look at the object in this archaeological trench. A thick folded piece of animal hide, stitched with thread, decaying slowly in the white sand. In the year 2025, this was called a wallet. It was a strange, heavy necessity. Humans used it to carry colorful pieces of paper and small metal discs, believing these physical tokens held the power to define their worth, their survival, and their entire future. They spent their lives guarding this leather rectangle, terrified of the moment it might go missing. But today, in the world of 2050, the very idea of carrying money is as ancient as carrying a spear. Imagine a world where your wealth has no physical form, where there are no banks to visit, no plastic cards to swipe, and no passwords to remember. Today, we uncover how the concept of value became invisible. Can you hear that? The arid scrap of a shovel hitting a forgotten safe. Inside are stacks of paper that once ruled the world, now worthless, oxygen-deprived relics of a society that bowed to the physical. Welcome back to Beyond 2050, the unique channel where we don't just dream about tomorrow, we build it from the hard facts of today. I am your visionary guide through the changing tides of time. Today, we journey into the silent revolution of finance, a world where you are the bank, a world where poverty is redefined and wealth is measured by the very pulse of your own living heart. Before we dive into this evolution, look at your own hands. Imagine them as your only credit card. Imagine your heartbeat as your only signature. The future of value is no longer in your pocket. Chapter 1: The Collapse of Physical Banking. The decline began around 2028. It started with the slow, quiet disappearance of the ATM. Those cold, gray machines that spat out paper were the first to go, as digital payments became the global standard. Physical banks soon followed. By 2035, the great marble branches of London and New York were converted into luxury apartments or museums. The age of walking into a building to manage money was officially over. The smartphone had tried to replace the wallet, but it was just another device to lose, another battery to charge, another screen to crack. Society demanded something deeper, something that could never be left behind. We were tired of the friction of logging in, the friction of verifying identity, the friction of waiting for transactions to clear. We wanted money to move at the speed of our existence. Innovation shifted from apps to the body itself. We began to experiment with the first primitive subdermal payment chips, but those were still external objects. We wanted to go deeper into the human code. The breakthrough came with the integration of BCI and decentralized ledgers. Suddenly, your wealth wasn't stored on a server in a distant city. It was encoded into the very frequency of your unique nervous system. Imagine walking into a store and simply picking up an item. No checkout lines, no sensors. The moment your skin touches the product, the exchange is verified by your neural link. Transaction complete. By 2040, the physical world had become a frictionless marketplace. The wallet was no longer a necessity, it was a hindrance, a piece of leather that had no place in a world of pure light. We had entered the era of the invisible ledger. Every atom of our value was tracked by a global AI, ensuring that no cent could ever be lost, stolen, or falsely printed again. But this was just the beginning. The real revolution wasn't just about how we spent money.
It was about what money was actually made of. It was about the transition to biological currency. Let us look at the technology that turned the human body into the most powerful financial instrument in history. Let us explore the architecture of the biological mint. The future is pulsing inside you. The old world of finance, with its slow analog systems, was about to be completely replaced by something alive, intelligent, and deeply, deeply personal. The revolution was coming from within our very own cells. Imagine a world where your savings account is as secure as your own heartbeat. This is not science fiction. This is the financial reality of 2050, a world where you are the currency. We stood on the edge of a financial revolution, ready to leave the old world of physical cash behind. The vault was no longer made of steel. It was made of flesh and blood.
Chapter 2. The Biological Mint. In 2050, the most valuable data on the planet is your unique biological signature. Not a password, but the literal rhythm of your life. Your heartbeat is now your primary encryption key. Every human heart has a unique electrical signature, more complex and harder to forge than any fingerprint. Your BCI monitors this pulse, using it to sign every transaction you make with absolute certainty. To pay for something, you don't need to do anything. You simply breathe. Your unique cardiac rhythm broadcasts a localized encrypted signal that tells the world exactly who you are and what you possess. But the ultimate security is DNA. For high-value transactions, the system requires a molecular handshake. A microscopic sensor on a door or a product scans your skin oils for your unique genetic code. DNA is the ultimate bank account. It is the only thing you truly own from birth to death. It cannot be duplicated. It cannot be hacked by an AI. It is the foundation of our trust. This is the end of identity theft. How can anyone steal your wealth when they would have to steal your very cells? In 2050, you are your own private key. You are the vault. Consider the implications of this shift. No more fraud, no more money laundering, no more hidden offshore accounts. The biological ledger is transparent, immutable, and perfectly tied to the individual that created the value. Wealth has become a biological state. If you are alive, you have access to the economy. Your existence is the only permission you need. The friction of the old world has been burned away. But where does the money go? In 2050, you don't manage your money. Your personal AI wealth manager does. It lives within your neural network, optimizing your finances with the precision of a god. It calculates your taxes in real time. It invests in global projects that align with your values. It ensures you never overspend on things that don't bring you genuine, neural-calculated happiness. It is perfection. We have moved from the age of accumulation to the age of flow. Money is no longer a stagnant pool of paper. It is a river of energy that flows through us all. The very concept of saving for a rainy day has vanished. Your AI wealth manager anticipates every storm, ensuring your biological account is always prepared for the unpredictable chaos of life. Security is absolute. Imagine a world where you never have to worry about a stock market crash. Your AI is trading at the speed of light,
protecting your assets from the slow, irrational decisions of human emotion. This is a world where financial literacy is no longer a skill to be learned, but a service to be activated. The stress of managing money has been completely outsourced to the silent, cold machine. We are no longer defined by the money we earn, but the value we create. And the value we create is now measured not in dollars, but in the attention we give to the world.
Chapter 3. The Economy of Awareness. In a world where basic needs are met by AI and automation, what is the new currency? If money is biological, then the new gold is your attention. Focus is value. In 2050, time is not money. Attention is money. Every second you spend focused on a task, a creator, or a project, you are generating value that is instantly captured by the BCI. You are paid for your curiosity. You are paid for your focus. The more you learn, the more your biological bandwidth increases and the more awareness credits you earn in the global market. This has transformed human purpose. We no longer work to survive. We work to expand. We work to contribute our unique neural perspective to the collective intelligence of the human and machine hive. Imagine a classroom where students are paid to pay attention, where the value of a lecture is determined by the synchronized heartbeats and neural engagement of the audience. This is the new meritocracy. The global economy has become an ecosystem of human thought. The more we connect, the wealthier we become. The old walls of competition have been replaced by the open fields of collaboration. We are one. But even in this utopia, there are those who are left behind, those who cannot or will not connect. The neural poor. In a biological economy, your genetic potential is your net worth. This is the new class divide. It is no longer about who has the most gold, but who has the most bandwidth, who has the fastest neural link, who has the most optimized brain. We must ask ourselves, have we created a fairer world, or have we simply replaced the tyranny of the bank with the tyranny of the biology? The answer is as complex as DNA itself. The concept of earning has been replaced by the concept of being. Your value is determined not by what you do, but by the very quality of your consciousness, a terrifying and beautiful thought. In this new world, artists and philosophers are as wealthy as engineers and scientists. The value of an idea is now as measurable as the value of a physical product, the dream of a better world. But this dream has a price. When you are the currency, you are also the product. Your every thought, your every heartbeat, your every moment of focus is now a commodity to be bought and sold. We have escaped the prison of the bank, but have we walked into the invisible cage of the biological market? The answer is as unsettling as the silence of a hacked neural link. Chapter 4. The Price of the Digital Soul. But every light casts a shadow. When your body is the bank, your privacy is the ultimate sacrifice. Nothing is hidden anymore. The soul is naked. If a corporation can read your heartbeat to verify a payment, they can also read your heartbeat to know your fear, your lust, and your hidden desires. They own your internal states. Neural hacking in the financial sector is the nightmare of 2050. Imagine a virus that doesn't steal your credits, but manipulates your genetic data to make you disappear from the economy. A digital ghost. A person who exists physically but has no biological identity in the eyes of the AI. They cannot buy food. They cannot enter their homes. They are financially erased. And what about the genetic debt? In 2050,
You can take a loan against your future health. You can borrow money today by selling the rights to your future longevity or your genetic data. We are literally selling parts of our souls to pay for our lives. The commodification of the human being has reached its absolute and terrifying peak. We are the product and the currency. Giant corporations now have neural portfolios of millions of people. They bet on your health, your focus, and your productivity. You are a biological stock that they trade on the global exchange. If your neural performance drops, your value drops. If you become depressed, your awareness credits plummet. You are under constant pressure to be optimal just to survive in the biological market. This is the dark heart of 2050, a world where the individual is a data point in a cold, calculating machine. We have lost the right to be flawed. We have lost the right to be quiet. We must find a way to protect the biological dark, a place within our hearts where no AI can reach, a space where value cannot be measured by a sensor or a ledger. The wallet is gone, but the debt remains. It is just no longer measured in dollars, but in the very seconds of your life. Every heartbeat is a payment. Every breath is a transaction. The ultimate fear is not poverty, but biological irrelevance. To be a human whose heartbeat is no longer valuable to the system. To be a ghost in the machine that you helped build. We have created a world of perfect security, but have we lost the freedom to be insecure, the freedom to fail, the freedom to be a human in a world of perfect machines? The price of a frictionless world is absolute transparency. The price of biological currency is your soul. The question is, are you willing to pay it every single day? We have to find a way to break the code, to own our own heartbeats again, to be more than just a number in a vast global ledger of souls.
We stand on the ruins of the physical world. The leather wallet is a fossil. The paper money is dust. We have moved into the world of light and biology. We have gained efficiency, security, and a global connection that our ancestors could only dream of. We have turned our very lives into a source of infinite and renewable value. But as we look at the horizon of 2050, we must remember that value is not just a pulse or a strand of DNA. Value is the choice we make with our limited time. The real wealth of the future isn't in your neural link or your biological bank account. The real wealth is the humanity you keep alive when the machines are watching your every move. Beyond 2050 is the story of this delicate balance, the story of a species trying to find its soul in a world of perfect data. Will you be a currency or a human? You have no wallet in your pocket now, but you have a universe of potential in your heart. The choice of how you spend it is entirely yours. Spend it wisely. If this journey into the future of value has stirred your mind, please subscribe to stay with us. We are building a community of thinkers who dare to look beyond the horizon. Join the conversation in the comments. Would you trust an AI with your DNA, or do you miss the simplicity of the leather wallet? We want to hear your voice. I am beyond 2050. Never stop questioning, because the future is not a destination, it is a pulse, and I will see you on the other side of time. Next time, the end of car ownership. Why by 2055, driving yourself will be a crime. Stay tuned for the next stage of our movement. Remember, the blueprint is in your hands, even if those hands are empty of cash. The future is yours to build. Let's make it
a human one. Farewell, dreamers.